Just before the canyon appeared, I heard a faint sound, like something mechanical turning.
Kerchuk, kerchuk, kerchuk. Could it have been the central hub? That would mean this canyon appeared after it started spinning.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, you, oh. New guys, huh?
Who is you?
Oh, hey! Paimon didn't realize anyone else besides Adia lived here.
You actually saw her? She's barely shown her face since everything started falling apart here.
Excuse me for asking, but who are you?
Yeah, get to talking.
Oh, right. I didn't introduce myself. I'm Ferdinand. Me and my brothers look after this whole zone.
You know what? When I saw his name, I was like, yeah, that's how you pronounce his name, Ferdinand. I just felt like that's how you pronounced it the moment I saw it. It was like, yeah, Ferdinand.
Well, we used to, until this whole domain was, like, flipped upside down, or whatever. The method we were using to make the carts and tracks stopped working after that.
His eyes are glowing as a vibrant blue color.
Adia is working on repairing the domain. We were just with her before coming here.
Really? Huh. I assume that she'd be curled up in a fetal position somewhere, hoping all her problems will magically disappear on their own. Good for her.
Damn, that's crazy.
Anyway, I checked all the stations around the whole circuit. They've all conked out.
Conked out? How? Would you mind elaborating a little for us?
But aren't you just travelers who stumbled upon this place by accident?
No, fool. He was invited.
Nuh-uh! I'm Mage Klee, Adia's helper.
Look at the facial expression our girl Klee is making right now. This is the most I'm confident in myself expression. It's like, respect my authority.
A mage? You?
The disrespect is crazy.
Allow me to explain.
You just, yeah, words.
Okay, I gotcha.
Where's
Well,
Klee
right
gone?
now the more helpers we got, the better, I guess.
That poor girl done ran away. Then run off.
Anyway, our first priority is to get the carts here up and running again.
Oh? And why is that?
What do you think, stupid?
The roads here twist and turn so much that the best way to get around is by riding the rail tracks instead. Let me show you. This is what we used to make them. Did Adia bring you up to speed on these things?
It's a streaming projector.
Yep. Basically, we need something that we can put inside that'll make a cart for us.
Like what? Can it be anything as long as it looks like a cart?
Yeah, you could put it that way. But one other thing is that it has to be compatible with the tracks.
Clearly, like she got an idea.
So, something like a sedan chair, maybe? But I'm not sure we have all the materials required to build one of those.
A sedan chair? That sounds like a car.
How about you, Traveler? Any ideas?
No, I ain't got none. Maybe just a basic wooden cart. How about a castle with legs?
What kind of a suggestion is that? That would be way too complicated to make.
I disagree.
Yeah. Sorry, I don't think we have the right materials for that.
Clee looking like she cooking over there.
Really? Hey everyone, come and see what Klee made.
Oh no, they don't let her cook unsupervised.
Ta-da! Look, I made a cart.
And that's what happens when you let Clee cook. Let her cook for her.
Wow! Amazing work, Klee!
Yeah, very amazing. It's amazing. She did craft that by hand by herself though. That is kind of crazy.
Whoa! It fits the track like a glove too. Plus, it's a heck of a lot cuter than the ones Adia made.
Well done, Clee. Who's a clever mage?
I just wanted to give it a try, and suddenly, boom! There it was!
Oh, she got her She's doing her hero stance.
Paimon's gotta ask, what exactly did you make your cart from, Klee?
Probably scrap she found in her book bag.
I used Jumpy Dumpty.
Excuse you? But he's right there on your bag.
Thought so.
Is there a problem or something? If not, then let's get ready to leave.
It's just, this cart is made from,
Don't worry about it.
It's a bomb or something, isn't it? Yeah, I gathered from your conversation that Jumpy Dumpty is a little more volatile than the cute name suggests. It's okay, though, because the end product only takes on the general look of the source material. So to be more specific, while different materials have different properties, most of them aren't transferred to,
It's okay. No need to delve into the theoretical stuff. Paimon just wanted to make sure we aren't about to end up like the, flying fish of Starfell Lake. Huh? Can we ride the cart now?
Yes, let's go. Look at this poor thing. She ready to ride and what she cooked.
In a moment. We need a hydroidolin to power it up first.
The Idolin. I hope we see more of these in Fontaine.
Okay, she's ready to roll. Hop in.
Oh, boy. Oh, it's a slash attack.
Whoa! This cart is fast! Chugga 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 chugga! Woo woo! Yeah! I'm gonna call it the choo-choo cart!
Oh, that's cool.
The track is damaged up ahead. We need to make some repairs before we can go any further. Yep, looks like it's all reverted to a preprint state here.
Do you know why that happened?
Everything in this domain starts as a preprint and only takes shape after being illuminated by the streaming projector. But the hydroidolin that forms the tracks here has been trapped in the print.
So someone needs to go into the preprint and rescue the hydroidolin, right?
But the projector here is sealed off by a giant bubble!
That's the hydroidolin's way of protecting the device from damage. If the streaming projector broke, then we'd be seriously stuck.
Aha! So for step one, we need Water Droplet to help! Aw, it seems to really like that name!
Any volunteers for step 2?
Me, as always.
Leave that to us! We know what to do!
Yep, let's do it. Why are we facing the wrong way?
Ah, so the hydroidolin was locked up in that chest.
Aw, it's completely empty! Yay! We saved 2 water droplets now! Whoa! Water Droplet just transformed into some new tracks!
Good. Let's keep going then.
Where the fun way to get around. Oh boy.
Hey, Ferdinand! You mentioned that you managed this place together with your brothers. Did you mean that your brothers are water droplets?
No. The hydroidolans are like helpers here. As for my brothers, well... those two. You'll meet them soon enough.
And completed.
Find anything you like?
I can't even turn back around. Uh-oh.
Look! Klee can fly just like Paimon now! This is way more exciting than how Paimon usually flies!
Oh, that's what that is. That's neat.
Seems we've just about finished repairing the station and the connecting tracks. Let's go check the track switcher now. It's over there.
Oh, there's another spinny thing here. It's so big. But, not as big as the one we saw in the middle of this place. That one was huge. I bet it's something super important. I remember what Kaya said earlier.
Very good, Klee! You're using what you saw earlier to make observations, like a real adventurer!
It appears to be a system that rotates to switch tracks.
That's right. Originally, all you had to do was flip this switch and the junction would rotate. But it seems Jeremy still hasn't fixed it yet. He sure talks big, but when it comes to actually getting things done...
Is this Jeremy you mentioned one of your brothers?
Yeah. When I talked to him about repairing the tracks, I suggested we start with the station, but he said we should start at the junction. Really, it made no difference which one we started with, but he just had to turn it into a huge argument. He always treats me like I'm a fool and disagrees with anything I say.
Shoot, I relate.
Let's see what he has to say now that I've already fixed the tracks.
If you ask me, you're clearly a sharp person, Ferdinand.
Yes, finally someone who can recognize that, rather than just shrugging off my ideas. Come on, let's make our way to the junction and see what he's up to. I bet he's still fretting over what to do.
Watch it be true. Wait, did I have to switch tracks just now?
Sometimes I can't help but get angry just thinking of Jeremy. You should have seen him back in the sandstorm. I suggested we go east, and he argued that we should go west.
You were in a sandstorm? What happened after that?
Good thing.
We
Tired.
separated and each went our own way.
Been a while, but you get
Lucky
the gist.
for us, we stumbled across this domain. Otherwise, I'm sure we would have been buried in the sand.
Everything will get better once we get the switcher working again.
Yo, Johnny? I don't know how to pronounce that full name.
Still stuck here just as I expected. Well, did you make any progress?
He petty, just like me.
Didn't I already tell you? Just have the hydroidolins fix the junction and then make a new cart. After that, we can use the junction to... Wait a minute, how did you get here? It took a lot of effort for me to climb all the way up here.
The answer is standing right in front of you.
Yeah, sure. Those travelers must have helped you. You never get anything done on your own. You always get someone else's help and then try to take the credit for yourself.
Bro, I see that man hand twitching. He ready to ball into a fist and jaw him in the mouth, I swear.
You're one to talk. What have you managed to accomplish, huh? You were here just moping around all day.
Yeah, tell him what's up.
Whoa. They started arguing the moment they saw each other. But aren't they supposed to be brothers?
Yeah, this is what happens.
Me? His brother? Hardly.
Ooh, I swear, that nigga talking spicy as fuck.
All right, Jeremy. That's enough.
Fine. I'd rather be focusing my efforts on fixing the track switch rather than arguing anyway.
You should calm down too, Ferdinand. Let's all focus on the situation at hand. Any personal problems can be settled later.
Fine.
I'm sorry you had to see that. My name's Jeremy. I'm one of the people responsible for taking care of this area.
And it seems like you don't do your job.
I assume you're the ones who helped repair the tracks. Thank you very much. It means a lot.
No need to thank us. We're just trying to help Edea restore the domain.
Sure, it was crazy. He was just talking all that shit earlier to his brother. I was like, oh, you don't get nothing done by yourself. You need people help. Yet your ass up here doing nothing. Come on, bro.
I see. Now that you and Ferdinand brought the cart up here, we'll need the hydroidolins to fix the area below.
Them again, huh? Seems the hydroidolins are really important around this place.
Yes, of course. Not only do they keep the junction turning, they operate practically everything else in the domain too.
What's that supposed to do? Oh, he filled it with water.
All right. Seems most of the tracks and junctions have been repaired now.
Yep. So maybe it's time you give credit where credit is due,
What? You think you deserve the credit? If anything, we should be thanking these travelers.
You... Well, either way, you're not the one getting any credit. You're always quick to criticize my ideas and push your own, but you never actually get anything done.
And what about you? Don't forget it was Hado and I who took care of the mess that one time you impulsively tried one of your brilliant ideas.
Ooh, he talking. Ooh, I'm getting crunked up listening to this.
Speaking of Hado, wasn't he with you?
I left early this morning. I assumed he'd be with you.
Seriously? Couldn't you have at least looked to see where he was before you left?
Clea like she getting sad listening to all this arguing. Unfortunately, Clea is a single child, so she don't grasp it. Kaya, he grasped it, but like his situation a little different though.
Hey, come on! You didn't see him either, so what's your excuse?
Oh. Oh.
Clee?
You don't like seeing people argue? Well, guess what? She never had a father figure. She ain't never seen arguments in front of her before. So she gonna have to suck it up and learn. She lived for more. She'll live more than 1,000 years. She gonna see a lot of dark stuff.
I don't get it.
Cause you don't have no siblings, baby girl. Of course you don't get it. You're a single child. Well, as far as we know.
Nobody did anything bad. Why are they arguing?
You'll realize once you come in contact with people that aggravate your nerves.
I just don't like his smug attitude, that's all.
Who are you calling smug? If anything, you're the one who's making such a big fuss right now.
All right, I think we've heard enough from you two.
Oh, Kaya's stepping in now.
If you insist on bickering, then I'd suggest you go somewhere else. Otherwise, I'll just cool you two off myself.
Paimon, shut the fuck up. This is Kayabo, but Paimon, if you don't take your annoying ass all somewhere, Paimon's so quick to hop on the board, on the bandwagon when somebody doing something like this. Kaya lucky he can talk like that, cause these dudes ain't vision bearers. I promise you. If Kaya talked to me like this and I had a vision I could wield, I was like, do you want to step outside? He can only talk like this because he got a vision. And guys, his sword skill nasty.
Now, come with me. I'd like to have a word with you.
Phew.
Shoot, the Traveler gonna have that problem with his own sister soon.
Don't be upset, Klee. There are many complicated situations in this world which don't always have a logical explanation. As a passing traveler here, it's not my place to comment on their disputes. But in my experience, family issues can be the toughest to resolve.
Now he ordering them around, telling these niggas, okay, this was about to happen. You gonna take your ass over there and go look for him? You gonna go that way.
Seems you don't like dealing with this kind of thing either, Kokomi.
Who would? Understandable. Preach, Traveler. There's no way the Traveler and his Aether and Lumine get along so well and nice. They had to have had their arguments too. That's not exclusive to this whole Abyss stuff.
But it's still not right.
Unfortunately for you, Klee, it is right. It's called justice.
I don't know how to explain my feelings.
I mean, you are a child, so I don't expect your feelings to cater to any side, though. But at the same time, your feelings can go in the garbage right now, because guess what? It's family dispute.
I'm sorry. We've calmed down. We shouldn't argue in front of a child like that.
We're sorry, Klee.
It's okay.
It's because she don't see it enough. So she think, oh, everything all fun and go lucky. Granted, she is the summer child around here, born in the month of summer and all that other stuff. So everything happy go lucky with her. Shoot, I can't wait for tragedy to come strike this girl life so she can see how real dark can get.
Back to the topic at hand. Weren't you about to go look for your brother Hado?
Ah, right. Our best guess is he's somewhere around the torrential twister. We would have to use the junction to send a cart to another area.
Sorry to trouble you again, but would you help us find him?
As long as you promise not to argue.
Oh, all right.
That means fine. We won't do it for now. But after all this is fixed, we gonna get back to the argument. Yep.
Hey, come on, you two. You're brothers after all. Can't you try to get along?
Nope. That's not how this works, Paimon. See? Y'all some ignorant people. You don't grasp it. You don't understand the arguments between brothers. You ain't gonna ever grasp it. Kaya the only one who grasp it. But he the type of nigga who'd be like, all that stuff is meaningless. I'll tell Kaya, shut the fuck up, Kaya. Huh, I guess. Guess we go back down then, right? Flip it. We just go back downstairs, but we came from, right? And then, yeah. This is so fun to do. This should have an increased speed meter. Rotate the button. Okay. Okay. Then I gotta rotate it.
Okay, this is the end of this track segment. Otto should be nearby.
Alright, let's roll. Now we're heading in the proper direction. I went the wrong way last time.
wonder who this gift could be from.
Let's get these arguments.
Ah, I guess you had repaired the tracks and stations as soon as I saw a cart come zipping along.
He sound like he dying.
Now that the tracks, station, and carts are all repaired, we're about ready to reopen Torrential Twister. It'll be good to see my design back in action again.
You're in no condition to be out running around like this, Hado.
Yeah, but these are unusual circumstances.
That's true, but you should stop to think things through.
Exactly. If there's anything that needs to be done, you can just let Ferdinand and I take care of it.
You and Ferdinand? Together? It would be a miracle for you two to do anything together without fighting.
Hey, that's between Jeremy and me. No need to add fuel to the fire, okay?
I'm not trying to make trouble. I'm just saying.
Hey, Ferdinand.
What the traveler doing looking at him like that?
Oh, don't worry. We're not arguing, Klee. We're just, discussing some things.
Are you and Jeremy worried about Hado? Why don't you just talk to him about it? Kaya's also worried about me sometimes, but he doesn't ever criticize me.
It's because you're a child. That's why. Well, that's one reason. Actually, that should give you even more reason to criticize you, because you are a child. But at the same time, it gives you leeway to be and act how you want to act. If anything, you should get criticized. You be blowing stuff up. You're the most dangerous person in all of Mondstadt.
You're right, but our relationship is much better than these guys.
Just she's a child. Of course, she's not gonna bite back against you.
Well, our situation is a little different.
Really? How so?
We've been through this kind of thing before. If we didn't warn Hado, then he wouldn't take it seriously and something would eventually happen. As his brothers, we have to help him.
But it doesn't look like you're helping.
Klee, the dude walked off by himself and didn't even inform his brothers where he was going at. What are we talking about? I can't agree to this line of dialogue that's going on right now.
Maybe Klee doesn't understand everything.
You don't. Correct. That's a great correction. Better. I think if Eula was here, she would have her input on this. But everybody else around her gassing Klee's perspective up, despite the fact they don't understand the family situation around here.
But my mommy told me that you help someone to make them feel happy, not to make yourself happy.
But I don't think that these brothers are making themselves so happy by doing this. Granted, we just saw bits and pieces like, bro, you should be giving me credit over my hard work. I be doing hard work. And over here just goofing off. I be pimping my hard work, and you should be able to see that and recognize that as such, which is understandable. And everyone likes their hard work being seen and rewarded. Klee has been shown doing the same thing too. Where it'd be like, oh, Klee does something that people like, good job, Klee. Like we happened earlier with the observation thing with Klee.
Hado sure doesn't look very happy. Why don't you ask him what he needs?
Klee's right, you know? You three need to open up and talk things through. You are brothers after all.
Unfortunately, there's some things that just ain't worth talking about.
I've always cared a lot about you, Hado.
My brother.
Just like when we were back in the desert. You suddenly passed out and Jeremy and I started arguing. Eventually, all three of us ended up in this domain. I'm just worried that something similar could happen again. If you were to pass out and with nobody around to help you...
You'd die.
I know, but this domain is nowhere near as dangerous as the desert. I was thinking that if I could handle these problems myself, then you two wouldn't have to argue about anything. If it weren't for my poor health and lack of energy all the time, then I wouldn't have always been such a burden on you two.
It shouldn't be Elazar.
No need to feel guilty, Hado. This was our choice. The three of us love adventuring. No one is a burden on anyone. Isn't that why we came up with the idea for this area? I would do the thinking, Ferdinand would use his muscle, and you would...
Draw the blueprints and build tracks. It'll be a safe way to see all kinds of amazing scenery. Yes, that was the plan.
See? Doesn't it feel better just to get along?
Of course, naturally.
Hey, what are you trying to say? You make it sound like I've only been trying to talk myself up.
The choo-choo cart is great, Ferdinand.
Really?
You know, Klee, having the car zip along the tracks was my idea.
See, okay. Now he trying to gas himself up.
Yeah, what an amazing idea. You're so smart.
Klee has learned the skill ability known as praising people gets good points to get you, so you'll be able to get them to do things you want them to do.
Hey, Klee, do you want to ride even more fun carts?
I can see this line being taken out of context and used for something crazy.
Yay! Let's ride more!
Looks like all three of them are trying to win Klee's approval now.
And Klee is loving it.
Klee hasn't realized it yet, but her innocent, childlike nature is very powerful. It can inspire and even help heal others.
Hey, everyone. Please come with me. We need to get the hydroidolin in the cart to help us.
This is considered gliding, for real? That was fast. Oh, that's a lot of water filling back up.
Hado and I have double-checked everything. It's all operating safely. You can go for a ride now.
Hold on a sec. Before we say goodbye, I have something I'd like to give you all. It's a rock climbing rope. We used it on our adventures to climb mountains and traverse many places.
Okay.
Huh? But doesn't it mean a lot to you? Are you sure you want to give it to us?
Me, more specifically, because Paimon can float. So, Paimon don't need it.
Yes, of course. Please take it. Thanks to Klee and everyone else's help, we realized that there's a special bond that keeps us together. Even though it's invisible, it's even more important than rope. We can always hold on to it through tough situations.
Huh? I helped?
Yes, because your child innocence got in the way of this adult arguments.
Yes, Klee. You are a big help.
Even bigger than that huge thing in the middle of this place?
Yes, much bigger.
Wow, that's huge! I'm so happy.
By the way, have you ever seen anything like the choo-choo cart in the outside world?
Yes. It's called my boat. I forgot what the boat called.
Nope. Today was the first time I rode anything like it.
Is that so? I guess I'm not surprised. Seems you won't find Torrential Twister anywhere else.
Okay, somebody clearly for either the dialogue for the dub voice acting is wrong, or the dialogue of the translation of what this line is wrong. Something's weird here.
Be sure to come back and ride the choo-choo carts again while you still have the chance.
Yep, I will.
Man, a lot of stuff going on in this first act. Wait, are we still in the first act? Let me take a look. There's no way we're not. We still in the first act. We're still in the first act. Oh my goodness gracious. The first act ain't even over yet. I should have talked to him before we left.
Oh, this is even higher than I expected. The drops are pretty steep too.
Are you okay, Kokomi? If you're scared, just yell and let it out. We won't tell anyone. What happens in the bottom domain stays in the bottom domain.
That should have caused a speed boost. Anything.
Looks like Klee's having the most fun.
Especially as he's a child. Bro, are you crossing? And of course, always catch my victory.
Find anything you like?
That's so much fun! Klee can fly across the sky like a real mage now.
What's that supposed to mean? Mages have the ability to fly?
Guess that sort of makes sense. Wait, but if being able to fly makes you a mage, what does that make Kaya, since he's here too?
Nothing! Kaya's just the master thief. Don't you remember, Paimon?
Oh, right. Guess it slipped Paimon's mind.
That was pretty weird.
Sorry to bother our young mage, but there's something a master thief would like to report. Do you still remember our mission?
Uh-oh. I was having so much fun that I almost forgot.
We're supposed to be helping Adia look for the missing components. But don't worry, I've already got one.
When?
You mean you snatched it when we weren't looking?
I didn't have to go that far. In fact, the component we were searching for was actually that orange rope. If anything, you could say it came right into our hands at the right time. Let's head back and give it to Adia.
Aw, do we really have to go?
Yes.
Okay. Even though I want to keep playing, I know Adia is really important.
That's our wise mage. Don't worry. Tonight, you'll be able to see stars in the water and watch fish dance in the sky.
Look like she about to faint.
Seems Kokomi's out of it after that ride. Her face is completely blank and her lip was trembling while she was speaking. Maybe we should have a rest for a while.
We're in no rush.
I thought I was keeping my composure pretty well.
Nah, your facial expression is pretty evident.
Don't worry, my mind is always spinning. I'm used to this. We should head back to Idia.
Bro, this is the most blankest facial expression I've seen on a Genshin Impact character.
How about we hold hands, Miss General? Klee will give you energy.
After holding Klee's hand, the stars in the sky and the fish in the water have all disappeared. I must have been seeing things from riding the cart.
Damn. Delirious much?
What are you smiling about, Kokomi?
Oh. Nothing. Nothing at all.
You know what's so crazy? You can tell both characters' arms haven't even reached each other. That's why Paimon's standing right here in the midsection of this, like they're touching hands. They're not touching hands.
Welcome back! Well, any good news? Oh, don't tell me! You've taken care of all the problems and now I don't have to do anything?
Lazy ass.
Yeah, we even rode the choo-choo cart. Do you want to come ride too? But maybe you'll have to wait till tomorrow. I'm a little tired now.
You're time for the child of the sun to go to sleep now.
Seems she had a little too much fun and now she's about to crash. I think it's time for a rest.
Good idea. I think we could all use some downtime. Thanks for giving me some energy, Klee.
Then we'll see you later.
Bye, Klee.
Bye, Mr. Honorary Knight. Bye, everyone.
Where are they going to sleep at? There ain't no sleeping quarters.
Well, it sounds like our young mage enjoyed herself. I'm so happy that she had a good time. So, back to the missing component. Did you bring it?
You bet! Kaya said that the missing component was this orange climbing rope.
Ah, it just occurred to me that you probably ran into the three brothers while you were in the canyon. If I remember correctly, the two eldest brothers were taking their sickly younger brother on adventures when they ran into a sandstorm and ended up here. They were all arguing with one another when they first arrived, but it wasn't long before they broke down and were huddled together in tears. They sure must have a lot of energy to keep up their bickering and adventuring every day. I'm a little worried about them, yet quite envious of all that energy.
You almost sound as if you're reminiscing about old friends, Edea.
Yes, I've known them for quite some time after all, but I seldom go to that area. You can hold on to the rope for now, Traveler. I have no use for it until we have the other components. By the way, Eula and Kale have also returned, but I'm afraid they weren't able to make much headway. They mentioned that they would like to head to the jungle north of here, once you have all rested up.
Understood.
Now that I've told you everything, I'll go rest. I'll go and check on the situation in the remaining two areas.
Do you need me to accompany you?
Oh, no, it's all right. You've already accomplished a lot today. You should rest up.
Yeah, your lazy ass need to get to work. Pull that 9 to 5. The first act is complete. Yay! And so on and so forth. See y'all in the next, in part 2 of the story. Let me say this correctly. See y'all again in part 2 of the limited time equest.
My people are used to the desert.
Stop talking. Limited time event story quest. Oh my goodness, I can barely talk. Oh, I'm out. Peace. Like and subscribe.